Hello, welcome back to turn 4. We have a proclamation from Kirko. Dying turn 3 to militia, the clan paramount, is the profit of the entire circus. Good stuff. I mentioned last turn they got their god killed, so... Let's see how we did with expanding. So first of all, we had our assassin going out, casting some animate skeletons in the middle of the night. Goes pretty well. That was well done. Assassination. There are still more commanders in this province, unfortunately, so we'll keep doing that. And then we also had another expansion battle in Whole Woods, into Bear Tribe, I believe? No, Lion Tribe. Very similar story to last time, though. Good stuff. We lost 2 of our sacreds, and 2 more soldiers, unfortunately. The red worm is still fine, though. So that was Whole Woods. Another pretty basic province, medium population, 38 income at the moment. Can recruit, same stuff. We can also see now that we are on the border of MA Cassia. Which is a bit awkward. I was hoping I could take this province. But that's it for messages. This turn, very similar story. I'll do recruitment first. We did get another death assassin. So he's going to head out and start helping to take this province. I'll try and get this province and then get all 3 of these. If the map generator is working the way I think it does, it looks like it's put 3 provinces between us and a cap. So let's assume that there's another cap here. Or at least somewhere very close by. So we'll try and take this province, and then try and take these 3, and we won't get any more greedy than that, I don't think. We're already right up against someone's cap circle here. We'll just do our best to get these. Back home I switched recruitment slightly. I'm still getting more soldiers and a gardener now. I'm going to recruit a mouth. So whereas my adepts are decent magic leaders and okay mundane leaders, mouths are the opposite. They're pretty good mundane leaders and not quite as good magic leaders. So I'll use this guy to move out an expansion force next turn. We've got quite a lot of stuff in the garrison. We didn't get any more worms this turn, unfortunately. So hopefully we get 3 next turn. Puts us up to 6. And that'll be a nice little force. It's not gigantic, but it should be able to take this little province here, and then maybe a few other little provinces nearby. Just to keep expansion going. Over here it's a bit more awkward. I just sent a message to Cassia, but I'm in a different time zone from everybody else, I think. So I just said hello, we're neighbours. This has been played by someone I've been in games with quite a lot in the past. It does make this expansion a bit awkward though, because this province has archers in it. I've got my army set up like this. I've moved the militia in with the soldiers now to kind of bulk up this block a bit more. I've put my commander inside the block, which is not something you want to do versus archers, especially not this far forwards. Because if this block draws arrows and they miss, then the arrows might hit the commander instead, which would be bad. On the other hand, my commander does have regeneration, so that'll help a bit. Protection's pretty poor though. But the reason I've done it like that is because we're on the border of Cassia. If Cassia attacks into this province now, which I can't see an army, but I don't know if I would be able to. I don't know if this Cassia has like flying units. This is MA Cassia. It's the B Nation, which I assume has flying units. I can't see any flying units other than this thing. But my worry is if I take this province and then Cassia also attacks it and has flying units, well then I want my commander to be in a block so that he doesn't just get instantly killed. So that's why I've positioned things like that. Hopefully it goes okay. The commander's just set to Divine Bless and then Animate Skeleton, Word of Thorns, and then spam Lesser Red Tangle, which is my entangling spell. which should help with attrition a bit more now that we're getting down to slightly worse units in the front. So we'll see how that goes. And we are building the temple in Old Forest this turn, which is good. We'll be able to recruit some of these guys every turn. These function as quite good scouts. They're also basic priests, and they are basic leaders. So once I can recruit these guys, I'll probably recruit them every turn until gold becomes such a problem that I can't do that anymore. And that's it for this turn. Research is unchanged. We're still only on 46 RP per turn. Mercenaries. The Marcata did get purchased, unfortunately. Rexor's Barbarians are now up for 300 gold, which is a bit rich for me. I've got PD down. This guy's doing Assassinate again. And that looks good to me. So, that was turn 4. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on turn 5. Hello, welcome back. I've got some enchantment done. Gets us to 2. Nothing too interesting just yet. We'll keep going. Get enchantment 3, switch to alteration for a bit. That's still unchanged. Another assassination. Just normal commanders again. In daylight this time, but still goes okay. Bit touch and go for a second there. And then we attacked into Heaper. Had our guys holding this time. We also did a red tangle there. Pretty good stuff. That's not bad. Only lost 2 of the militia. Everything else is doing well. And then we got an event in Hipper as well, which is Unrest plus 36, Misfortune plus 3, and 4 units have been cursed. Which is lovely. As this Hipper, it's only 38 income. Lets us recruit pretty standard stuff. And that's it for messages. This turn, I'm doing a few things this turn. We just recruited our mouth. We got water. He's been given the troops. We've got the swordsman in the front, worms away at the back, and then the gardeners unscripted to be allowed to throw their sticks and stones. He's going to attack into Kareen. Currently says 20 units, archers, militia and heavy infantry, so hopefully that goes okay. No change in our sights yet, still just red wheat. We're up to 6 candles in our cap now, which is good. I think it's a 6% chance per candle that red weed upgrades. And the sooner it happens in your cap, the better. So we're on turn 5 now. It would be really nice to get it next turn. Every now and again you get lucky and you get it upgrades on turn 2, which is great. We're not that lucky this time. It really needs to happen soon though, otherwise it's going to be unlucky. Over here we now have 2 assassins. They're going to be scripted the same. I can't imagine there's many commanders left, so we might be able to take this province the turn after, and then we can start hitting these provinces. Over here, the assassin that just built this temple, I'm now recruiting acolytes every turn. He can actually move into this forest province over here, which we're attacking with my starting army. This province currently has forest trolls. I'm not sure how we stack up against those guys. Trolls in general aren't very good. They've got like low attack and defense, but they have a lot of hit points and regenerate. Hopefully we'll be fine against that. I have no idea. I was thinking I could test it offline, but I was thinking what would be the most effective way to test against trolls? I'd have to make a mod that wipes out all the independents on turn 0, replaces them all with groups of trolls, and then also gives me units each turn equivalent to this army, so that I can test against different compositions of trolls. And that sounded like way too much work, so instead we're going to employ the YOLO strategy, of simply attacking the province and hoping that it goes okay. I'm sure it will be. I'm sure trolls aren't too much trouble. We're in a bit of an awkward spot after that though, because I don't want to move this way because this is going to be Cassius territory really. Probably won't be able to take the throne. Probably can't attack into 50 barbarians. Not sure about heavy cav. This army might be stuck here for a little bit. I might move the acolyte that I recruit over here to pick up the units and just leave the prophet here to set up a lab and a temple and stuff. And then cast Exogenesis when we get a few more pearls. So that's something to look forward to. Other than that, not much else going on. There are very expensive mercenaries which we can't afford. And I think that's everything for this turn. Really do need to get a lab and stuff up soon. Also need to take the actual high income provinces. I mean, I'm kind of taking for granted that I'm going to be able to lock these provinces in, but that's not certain. We could have someone just roll down through here now and take all these from me, which would be unfortunate. But I'm going to hit end turn. Last person to take my turn, so... Not that that means anything to you, but I'll see you in a moment. Hello, welcome back. You can see that we did 2 assassinations, but one guy could not find a commander. You'll be pleased to hear that we did kill the final commander in that province, so we'll be taking it this turn. Then we had 2 battles. First, the YOLO strategy into trolls. Yeah, these aren't too difficult. 10 attack, 9 defense. Only 26 hit points even though they regenerate. They have quite a time hitting worm colonies that have 16 defense. And they get shredded pretty quickly. So that wasn't bad at all. And then the mage rout. So that was Robber home. No casualties, lovely. Kareen next with our new army. More standard stuff. No problems at all. Kareen. No losses at all this turn, except the guy who died marching. Fuck that guy. In Uuodeouda, the redweed has swallowed up most of Uuodeouda. Magic site found. Lost 39 corpses. This is our redweed upgrading to dense redweed. This is good because it can now spread redweed into other provinces, and it free spawns more worms. Although, unfortunately for us, we got 0 free spawn this turn, which is very, very unlucky. And in Hall Woods, Ill Omens, Unrest plus 37, Misfortune plus 3. There is a lot of misfortune here. A lot of misfortune all around. We got the event last turn in Hippa. Need to push our nice luck dominion over here. This is kind of ridiculous. I wonder if this is oh, it's misfortune plus 3. It's, yeah. A bit unlucky. Okay, so a few things this turn. Because we got dense redweed here now, we can spread redweed to other provinces. It has happened in Holoma. And if I bring up this log, you can see this is the event message you get if it's hostile. So independents count as hostiles, so they get the alien vines message. So redweed is here now. And the same process can happen. It can upgrade to dense redweed and then spread it to these provinces and so on. Kareem looks like it has redweed, but in fact this is a slave market, which gives us 3 blood slaves a turn and increases unrest by 2. This is kind of interesting because as a pop kill nation we can't really blood hunt. So having a site that gives us blood slaves is kind of useful, I guess. I mean, it's not like we're going to do much blood research there, but yeah, a bit of a weird one. At a minimum we could probably trade these to people who want them. It does increase unrest by 2, which is a bit obnoxious. Anyway, other than that, this turn, a few things happening. I recruited another assassin this turn, but it was nature, so he's just going to attack Holoma. which has no commanders now, so he should take that with no problem, and that will leave our 2 Death Assassins free to move over to Ionia and start assassinating there. Our new expansion army can't really go anywhere useful. Can't get through the mountains to Jarvel. Cannot hit this, it's a lot of heavy cavalry. And this is just a cave full of lavaborn that is not accessible really from anywhere except, well, me. So it's a pretty low priority site. So with that in mind, we'll head into the highlands over here. Light infantry, crossbows, and heavy infantry. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure how we stack up against crossbows. Hopefully there aren't too many of them. We should take Haloma next turn with no problems. That's a nice 87 income province. We're very, very tight on income this turn. You can see I'm down to 2 gold. That's because I'm building another little temple over here, and I had to put a few points of province defense in these 2 provinces. So we get another temple over here. I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the acolyte we just recruited to the cap. No worms to pick up yet, but hopefully we get 2 or 3 next turn. I'm also doing a bit more recruitment, so we'll recruit 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 soldiers. So 7 soldiers plus a few worms will be in the cap, hopefully. And then we can attack into Capus from there. And meanwhile, my Prophet starting army will be in Heaper, which can attack into Capus from there. So in Heaper, I'm also recruiting a handful of militia as well. Just so that we have as many units as possible, because I want to go through this heavy cavalry province and then probably into the barbarian province. Although I might leave that for last and go straight over here next. Either way, I want to hit this province with as much stuff as possible, because I don't want to lose any units to the cavalry. No corpses in Robohome, unfortunately. We do have a few worm colonies that are about to level up. These guys are on 11 hit points now. These ones are still on 10. So we should have a few slightly larger worm colonies with this army next turn, which is extremely useful. And that's it for this turn, I think. Recruitment, other than these guys, I'm going to get another assassin. I'd like to have 3 death assassins, but I think the next one I recruit will be the last one for a while. I need to save money for forts and things, and then I can just get some actual like mages that can do some research. Not that these guys can't research, they are 8 points, but I'd like something a bit more useful. Mercenaries, there are the footmen for 320 pounds of gold for us, a bit much. I sent another message to Cassia saying, hey, I like our borders, they're nice, let's leave them like that. So hopefully he does that. Because he does have 2 armies adjacent to, you know, with... I don't know, he mentioned in the Discord that his only expansion options are into heavy cavalry, so hopefully he doesn't invade me. We are absolutely at our weakest in the early stages of the game. So, yeah, feel a bit bad about leaving this province with a temple getting built and only 3 province defense. It's terrible province defense as well. But even if we left all our troops here, I'm not sure that we could really do anything about all these units. If we do get attacked though, we do have 2 death assassins who will be quite useful at stopping an early rush. And we can prioritize going to alteration. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. Thanks for watching. That was turn 6, end of the video. I'll see you next time.